Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of building a Z31 Tube Front end. So we're going to do a little bit of prep work, wire brush down all the paint on here. I'm going to weld on these 2x2 1/8" plates, and those are going to get welded onto here. Going to get drilled, and nuts are going to get welded to the back of it, just like that. We can plan to do the tube from there to here. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've cleaned up all the welding around the perimeter, and ran a little bead up here to weld together the two seams, and then now we can bolt on all the plates. Okay, so we have all the plates bolted on all four corners. I'm gonna call it a night here. I want to do a little bit of brainstorming about what I want to do to connect these tension rod brackets together. Whether I want to run a tube kind of bent from there down to here all the way across, or whether I want to make a custom tension rod bracket maybe. And you can see the bolts all the way over here, so this part's not even that important. So it's been about 3 weeks since the last shot in this video, so we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna start by taking off the side skirt, and to do that we need to get to a nut that's right there. To do that we have to jack it up, take the wheel off, take that one 10mm nut off, and then there's like 4 or 5 screws holding the side skirt on. So one thing I have to do is straighten all this out. I actually got this fender shipped to me from someone parting their car out on the Facebook Z31 page. Other than this, it's in pretty good condition, and he gave me a pretty good price for it. I think it came from like Texas. We just have to straighten this out little by little. These DeWalt pliers with this force multiplier in the middle, these are amazing. They also make diagonal pliers and the big flat pliers. These things are awesome. They like really take the work out of your hand. So we're gonna pull everything back a little bit. I was able to bolt the fender on. That's only 4 bolts, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. And I think we have a significant body gap. It's hard to tell what it should be, but I'm gonna try and get a little closer. And then, as you remember, that panel or that piece on the bottom of the fender is all kind of wavy and bent. So once it's all lined up, I'm gonna kind of hammer it with using a 3/8 extension and a hammer. I'm gonna kind of hammer it to match the frame a little bit better. Try and close up that gap a little bit. Once that's set, we'll tighten the screws, the bolts down a tiny bit more, throw on the other fender, and then we'll put the hood on. and then we'll line everything up, and then I guess we'll put the bumper on too. That way everything's perfectly lined up as much as possible, and we can have a good solid reference for the headlight. So I've gone ahead and I've installed some bolts on both sides, some M6 bolts with the washer and a jam nut because I don't have the factory bracket. All right, so I managed to bolt the front bumper on. That looks pretty crazy. You can fit 2 more engines in here. There's a lot of room. And then I went ahead and propped up the bumper with using some wood blocks. Otherwise it's gonna be sagging and it's gonna put a lot of pressure here. And it's already not lining up like super perfect. So just to be safe and to prevent any damage, or any further damage rather, this bumper's not in the best condition. Oh look, another Z31. Hey guys, check out my new pop-up headlights. So this is as far as I was able to get today, with the help of some Z31 buddies. My only concern is that it took a lot of work to get this fender to line up with the hood. And it's pretty good now, but now that I was able to get that gap right, this is like too low. And it's actually rubbing up against the A-pillar. Did something you're probably not supposed to do, and that is I slotted the holes. So tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up another 86 fender and try that one on, see if that fits any better. The other side is perfect, as far as I can tell. Nice even gap all the way. This is pretty good. This is good. Everything's pretty flush. But yeah, it's finally starting to look more like a car again. So I wanted to show you guys how I shaped the top of the tub. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what I did. I got one of these contouring tools from the hardware store. I think I got this one from Ace. And basically I pressed it up against the strut tower, trying to keep it as like square to the car as possible. And I pushed it, right, and I got like the contour there, and then like I went, since it's not very long, I had to do it twice. And I did this contour, and you can see this one matches this one, and I transferred it over to a piece of cardboard. I think this might be for that side, but it doesn't matter. Basically I got the contour like that, and then I transferred this stencil to the tub, which is what I'm working on now. I did one side, working on the other side. It's gonna be tough getting them to be pretty much, you know, the same. So I'll go ahead and show you where I'm at with that. while I was editing the video, I realized I lost a lot of the footage. So I wanted to give you guys a finished look at the final product. There it is, a contour, nicely rounded and ground. And then I primered the inside. And it's been a little while since I made these, probably a few months. But don't worry, I'm filming part 5 right now. And it'll be up pretty soon after this video. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching.